Well, howdy folks. Hey, thank you for joining me today. I got another little product review that I want to do. And part of this review is going to happen during a DIY project that I'm going to do. I'm going to be putting some LED wafer lights, Wi-Fi controlled in my living room because I have none up there. That's going to be a project coming up really soon. So if you want to see that, you might make sure you hit that subscribe button down there. Part of that project, I have to get up in my attic that's dark. You have to crawl up there. I can't stand up. I'm too tall. And you crawl around up there and you can't see. There's no lights. So I decided to get me one of these headband lights. It's an LED light. I have another one it's not LED. It just has the little piece here, and you hit it and it works okay. But I've been seeing these and I've really been wanting to try them. And that's what it's like. Okay, so there's the power button on the side, right there. And I'm not sure what that one is. It's pretty bright. Maybe if I read the instructions, I'll figure out what that button is. I don't usually read instructions. Instructions are way overrated. Ah, it's got a little flasher. If you hold that one down, it's a flasher. All of them flash, the one on the side and the one in the front. I hope that's not blinding you too much. So if I go like that, okay. See, I told you don't need instruction. You just figure this stuff out on your own. There are different settings. If you hit this power button, fairly quickly, like you want the brightest, the next brightest, then off, and it's the side light, and then the next down, and then off. Okay, so I mentioned that I don't read the instructions. I was actually going to read them on this to figure out what this was because I just want to know what it is, but this literally came with no instructions. It has some indicators on what some of the buttons are, but it does not tell you anywhere on here how to use it. So by looking at these icons, I'm going to figure out something here. We'll just see. I'm going to put this thing on. Well, no, I'm not. So I think if you turn that on and you have this indicator here on, you can see that light there maybe. Here, let me turn that back off. So you can see this light right here is red and green. And then if you hit that, it's just red. So if I hit that again and it turns red and green, then you can wave your hand in front of it. Turn it off, turn it on. So it's got, that's actually kind of cool. So if you have that on and you want to turn it off real quick or on, you just wave your hand. You don't have to hit the button. That's actually kind of cool. That's kind of handy. You come down, you don't have to figure out which button you're hitting. You just wave your hand up there. But if you wave your hand forward and backwards, be careful. So do one or the other. So you go on, off. Yeah, don't do that. Get stuck in the dark. Does this headband make my head look fat? No, my fat makes me look fat. I'm not going to finish this review sitting here because I am going to actually use this in a real life scenario up in my attic whenever I have to run wiring for my lights, and that'll be a project coming up. So if you want to see the lights getting installed, be sure and hit that subscribe button, as I said. So here I am up in my attic, and as you can see, it really brightens it up well. Wherever I look. And the cool thing about this headlamp is if I need a spotlight, like this is just a floodlight, you can see it right there. I'm probably blinding you, but you can see what it looks like on my head. Oh, I just waved. See, that's on and off. You don't have to do it that way. You can just turn it on. But if I do need a spotlight, all I do is hit this power button again. Oh, I'm going to turn it off. So you can see I have a spotlight as well. Then I can just shine it right on what I want. And that's off to the side a little bit. So you do have a spotlight option. Okay, so I'm going to put it back on the headlamp right there, and then I'm going to turn the hand wave on. So yeah, that's pretty good. I like this. This is better than the other one I had, which the other one I had was decent, but it was just a spot, so didn't really have anything. Now this light is a rechargeable light, so it has a battery built in, has a little place back here, comes with a USB charger. Now there's pros and cons to this. You know, the problem with a rechargeable is if it's dead, then you have to wait for it to recharge. But you don't have to buy batteries and put them in there. Now, on the other hand, if it's batteries that you can replace, if it goes dead, you can replace the batteries and you're right back at it again. But if you don't have batteries on hand, then you go down the store and get some. By the time you get back, it would have been recharged. So there's pros and cons to both. So keep that in mind. It is rechargeable. It's not, you don't replace the batteries. So I'll leave an Amazon link down below. If you're interested in one of these headbands, you can check it out for yourself. I think it was about 11 or 12 bucks, somewhere around in there. You can also buy a 2-pack or 3-pack. Might be a little cheaper that way, depending on what you need. So hey, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I pray that God blesses you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.